Nintendo is temporarily shutting down its repair centers, but on the bright side, Nintendo of America has announced it is closing its North American repair facilities in accordance with federal and local guidelines. This is due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, which has forced the closure of many businesses worldwide. So if you're trying to send in your Joy-Con for repair, you'll likely have it sent back to you.
If you've already sent something in for repair, it will be held at the facilities until further notice. There's no timeline for when those facilities will reopen. That's up to the government at this point. However, Nintendo will honor the warranties that will expire during this period. So if you're suffering from Joy-Con drift while facilities are closed and your Switch warranty expires, say tomorrow, you can send it in when they reopen and it'll get repaired for free.
So if the repair facilities are being closed down temporarily during this crisis, what does that mean for their manufacturing? Nintendo hasn't made any statements regarding any delays in getting regular Switches to stores, but many retailers, including Best Buy, Target, and GameStop, have been reporting them as out of stock for the past week. Nintendo had begun moving some of its manufacturing out of China and into Vietnam last year before the COVID-19 outbreak. According to the Vietnamese government, 141 cases have been confirmed in the country since its arrival in January, and the country has severely restricted the flow of goods and people across its borders. China, meanwhile, is still dealing with the outbreak within its borders, which has hampered the manufacturing industry. It's possible we'll see a shortage of Switches in stores over the next few months, but if you don't care about playing on a TV, Switch Lites seem to be plentiful at retail.
In more upbeat news, Nintendo has donated nearly 10,000 N94 respirator masks to healthcare workers in North Bend, Washington. On the North Bend City website, city officials thanked Nintendo for the donation, which will be delivered to first responders and healthcare workers on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. So where did Nintendo get all these masks to begin with, when they've already been so hard to come by in stores? Apparently, Nintendo had stockpiled these masks for, quote, emergency preparedness planning, and figured they'd be put to better use with nurses and doctors and the like, instead of sitting in some box somewhere.
Other gaming and tech companies pitching in to fight the pandemic include Razer, which is working to convert some of its manufacturing to produce respirator masks, Facebook, which has donated 720,000 respirator masks, and Tesla's Elon Musk, who had purchased 1,200 ventilators from China and will distribute them in the US. For all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.